Should I take my glasses off and not know where anyone in the room is?
This is the Krowne. You're now tuned in with Mopfactory. In simple terms, Krowne is first and foremost a producer, beat maker, engineer. Secondly, an artist. Thirdly, digital designer, and me, you know? It's special effects, explosions and shit. I spell it weird. I spell it with a K and I end it with a E. My first name starts with a K when it should be a C. That's why I called it that. And my last name is King. So, you know, Krowne, King, K-E. I don't know. It was unique. Nobody else has it. Nobody else has ever had it. Yeah. So, fuck it. Well, I cleaned. And I was supposed to have a session, but it got rescheduled, and you know what I'm saying, hung out with Mopfactory for a little bit, getting prepared and whatnot, trimmed the beard up.
You need to upgrade, dude. Your trimmers are from 76.
On God, those are from the 1800s, dude. I want to go where Jalen goes.
Uptown Fade?
Is that where Ish is at? I know they be doing good work, and they show hella love to the music anyway, so.
That's always what I forget about. That's about it. It's been a pretty boring day, to be honest. Pretty mediocre day. We are at the new and improved Portal, version 2. Acoustics, space, creative environment, freedom. You know, kind of everything that was great about the last one, just better in this one. As far as recent good days, though, like, I don't know, dude. Every day's a good day. You feel me? Every day's a good day. You wake up, it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? I've had so many sessions here recently. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing artists. I love seeing the homies. I love hearing new shit. I love working on new shit. Every day's a good day. That's a hard question because, you know what I'm saying? I do this shit on the regular, so it's all starting to feel like the norm. But it wasn't always like that. You know what I'm saying? To a beginner, a regular day for me is probably like the biggest shit ever to them, and it's really not even like that. You feel me? We just working every day. Every day's a good day. Why Kingsport? So I didn't actually choose Kingsport specifically or anything. Like I said, I was living in Newport, in that small ass town, and that's where I started going professional and realizing, hey, I could make money off of music. But you know, Newport's small. It has a population of like 7,000. Out of those 7,000, there was like 8 artists in that whole entire small ass town. Worked with all 8 of them. There's some talent. There's talent and whatnot. I was living there. You know what I'm saying? Had some family troubles with baby mama or whatnot. Wasn't seeing eye to eye. Decided to move. Still a great dad. Still have my child. You know what I'm saying? Multiple times a month. But the only other place I had to go was Kingsport because this is where my mother was. My mother found a man and moved up here from Newport. Kingsport's the only place I had. I didn't exactly choose it, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like it is definitely part of the path. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I came here for a reason, and everything that's been happening to me since I've been here, which it was rough at first, not gonna lie. It was because of my own accord, but all the good things that have happened since I've been here definitely show me that it's been for a good reason. You feel me? Out of those 3 specifically, I was a beat maker first, I was an engineer second. Out of those 2, I became a producer, and that's what I still am. Also a graphic designer, also an artist. If I had to put something first, producing. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist too, and I love my songs. You know what I'm saying? I want to sell out arenas. I want to perform in front of 18 million people. But at the same time, if there was ever a situation where I had to choose being a producer or being an artist, I'm picking producer. quality, a surety. Well, if you record on your fucking phone, I'm not mixing you. That shit's ass. I'd rather you record into Apple earbuds. Shout out Shiloh. Bro recorded in some Apple earbuds and I mixed it and it came out so good. So surprisingly. Do not record on your fucking phone. BandLab's cool. At least buy a little $40 mic attachment for your phone or some shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole stereotype of telling someone or telling your friends or blah 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 that I'm a rapper and they're like, okay. Like, oh yeah, you're a rapper. First thing their mind goes to is SoundCloud. What does SoundCloud sound like? Some shit that people made in their bedroom. Some shit that people made on their phone. You want a studio to not be in that stereotype. You want a studio to make you sound like, you want to sound like an artist. You want to have an art form. You don't want to be a rapper who's trying to do shit just because your homies hyped you up to do it. You want to be an artist because this shit means something to you and you really sound like you should be going places with this. At the same time, it's so bad now. I don't know if it's always been like this, but in my experience in the last few years, a lot of studios are not it. Big studios, like studios with hella expensive ass equipment. Some of them are not it. You'll go there and you'll low-key sound worse than going to your homie who has a mic and a laptop in a basement. It's also the difference between an engineer and a producer. Engineers don't fucking care. Engineers are there for the hour. They're doing whatever. They're not taking no creative influence. They're not doing no creative extra shit. They're just getting you in and out. They're recording you. They're throwing their preset on it. You're leaving. And half the time it sounds like shit. So picking what studio to go to is like, it's like picking. Like, you ever been in a city where there's like 4 McDonald's in it, but only one of them is good? You can go to this McDonald's and your burger's laid out flat instead of stacked up. You can go to this McDonald's and you gotta make chicken when you ordered a Big Mac. Or you can go to this McDonald's and they get your shit right every time. You feel me? That's how it is when you pick studios too.
Boom! Sound effects. Yeah, but not yet. That's facts.
I don't know. I don't feel like I've made it. I really don't. Like, I guess if 2019 me was looking at me now, 2019 would be like, damn, he made it. But it's really not like that.
That's exactly what he's describing. You have exactly what he's describing, and you have that syndrome right now, because you got to realize that you're the top. And I'm sorry, not to intrude, but you're the top sound, top producer, top beat maker of the area. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'll put every bit of money I have in my pocket on it that says nobody in this area is touching them, and that's just factual. So the fact that you could be humble enough to say, I don't feel like I've made it. I don't think I made it. Yeah, we haven't blown up yet, but at a local standpoint, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Bro, just be crowning, and
I just be crowning, fam.
Enough.
I just be crowning around.
You feel me?
But I get that. I guess maybe in a sense it is imposter syndrome, but at the same time, like, molded. I've been, like, throughout the years and experiences, kind of molded me to be like this. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone in the entire country knows who Metro Boomin is. Until I'm at a status like that, I don't feel like I've made it. You feel me? Like, until a Krowne beat comes on the radio and everyone in the country knows Krowne made the beat, have you really made it? You feel me? I mean, in a way, I guess, like you was saying, it's all like perspective and what your definition of making it is. Because in a way, like, I love where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I could do this right here and never get any bigger and be content with life. You feel me? Like, just being East Tennessee known for having the best sound, I'd be content with that. That's fine.
That's why he has me, though. Because I'm not cool with that. I'm not content with that. That's why we're so, like, pause, no homo. That's why we're such, like, a perfect match when it comes to the music, is because we're polar opposites. We're actually, like, the exact opposite. He'd be cool with, like, not to speak for him, but, like, he would be cool with a set amount of money. Let's say 10,000. I want the millions. Not that he don't want those millions, but if he got that 10, he'd probably go by his crib, be chilling. I'd be like, no, come on, let's go. We gonna get these, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's why we have each other. He keeps me in reality, and short term, what's feasible. You know what I mean?
It's important to have a team like that, too.
It is. You can't do this shit by yourself. It's not possible.
You feel me? Yeah, I want to be known for what I do, not for the money I make. You feel me? Like, I've not ever been one to flaunt money or to like, you know what I'm saying, like just be all about the money. Like I want people don't know Metro Boomin countrywide because of how much money he made. They know him because his beats have been on uncountable amounts of hits. You feel me? So that's just more my focus. I mean, the money's definitely a plus, and I definitely, you know what I'm saying, we all like money, but that's just, you know what I'm saying, that's just on my main focus. Like if I could put one of my beats on Kendrick's hands, Drake's hands, any big artist that you could name, if I could put my beat in them and they fucking do some shit on it, that's giving me credentials. You feel me? The business aspect probably really made the creative aspect better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started making beats when I was 13, and they were trash. I made beats all the way up till 2019. A lot of those were trash. It really didn't get good till like the tail end of 2019. But by then, and I was in a small ass town called Newport, and there was a couple rappers there, and you know what I'm saying, they were pretty talented. To be honest, they were just really under a rock because of that small ass town. But that brought a lot of light. Like that kind of fueled me to do different shit. Like working with people and it being a business fueled me to like do better. Like I always have been my worst critic, but having people that wanted to work with me and they wanted or expected a certain product definitely pushed me and helped creatively. It was never like a competition. There's still not a competition other than how much sleep I get. That's really the only factor that is, I guess, a con, if you want to call it that. Dude, Krowne is a vamp for sure. Definitely a vampire. I work better at night. I like to sleep during the day when I can. Sometimes I can't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people want sessions at 2 p.m. and that's morning for me. So there's that. I know a lot of people frown on that, like, dude, you gotta wake up at 10 a.m. because that's when you're most productive. It's not always the case. Not for me. My best beats came at 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And that's steep because I see 4 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, dude, I need to go to bed. I'll start hurting myself then, but still, that's, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wants to hit the studio in broad daylight anyway? Like, they paint studio walls black for a reason.
When you got dreams to get rich, you don't get no sleep.
It's facts.
Or
it's rough. OT Helix. OG client. First one I linked with in Kingsport. Turned brother instantly, and now we're family. And we've been building with each other for the last, 2 years? Probably almost 3 at this point. Crazy story about how I found him. So I was with this girl, no names, but he was an ex of hers from the 4th grade, if that even counts. She had him on Snapchat, and I'm chilling at 14 houses ago, cooking beats, and I hear this shit coming out her phone. I'm like, who the fuck is that? It was a fire ass song. I don't even remember what song it was at this point, but it was a fire ass song. I was like, who the fuck is that? She was like, oh, it's Anthony. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh. I was like, he around here? And she said, yeah. And I was like, there ain't no way, dude. The most talented person I've heard come from an area that I was currently in, ever. And, you know what I'm saying, the rest is history. I fucking end up getting him on Snapchat. We chopped it up, done a couple songs with each other. Before we even met, we done like 3, just email working and fucking Snapchat texting. We made a lot of songs together. Songs are still hard. I don't know why you don't think they are, but this shit's hard. They probably never drop, but one day I'll drop a back in the day tape or some shit.
Right, 20 years from now, you feel me? We might come back and just touch base.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying, we've been low-key like building an empire ever since then. Some shit that can't nobody else touch on. Not the simple fact that we think we're better than everybody, but for the fact that nobody sounds like us. Nobody's brains work like we do, you feel me? Like ours does. I would say I've made so many beats. I don't want to say I've hit every style, because that's broad. That's really huge. But I've hit every style that I've seen in the top 50 for the last 6-7 years. So I took all of that and took what I liked from each of them, along with trying to. My whole thing of being a producer has been trying to sculpt my own sound. I love the digital wave. I love synths. I love vintage. I like taking all of that and sculpting it into something new, but something that also sounds like it'd be on the radio. Something that also sounds like it'd be on Billboard. Something that appeals. You know what I'm saying? That what appeals to the mass public appeals to me. And that's just not me looking for an outlet on what I should make. That's what I like to make. You feel me? I like pop. I like EDM. I like hip hop. I like trap. I like cloud rap. You feel me? I combine styles to make my own in my own way.
Shout out the sexy drill rappers. Let's just take a minute.
Sexy drill is really fire and new. I love new jazz. Yeet. I love all of Yeet's music. Love Yeet. Love Playboi Carti. Love Young Thug. My first rapper that I ever heard growing up was Eminem. I don't like his music. He was my first CD.
Respectful.
Yeah, I mean, respect. He's a GOAT. I respect him for sure. But he is not in my playlist. I do not listen to him. He was my first CD I had. An artist that, my second CD, Akon. I listened the fuck out of that. Akon, dude, I don't even remember what album it was, but I had Akon on CD. Listened the fuck out of that. Love that. Dude, it was crazy. But yeah, I would say my sound is an amalgamation of all of that I've somehow sculpted into, like, you know what I'm saying, a Krowne sound that people, maybe it takes them some growing to get to love it, or maybe they love it immediately. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, my shit could be a trending sound on TikTok, or it could be corny. I don't know. But I like it. Apparently other people do too. Probably somewhere in between. I'm a perfectionist on my own time, but if someone's with me, I might stress about the details a little bit, but at the same time, I don't want them to lose that spark. You know what I'm saying? If you stress on one word and one line 13 times, they're going to lose that feeling of, you know what I'm saying, the shit that put that spark in them to do the song in the first place. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose their inspiration. They're going to lose their drive. So, in a way, yeah, I'm going to make you redo that line until we have a good take. But I'm not going to stress out about that one letter and that one word too much. I'll do that on my own time. You feel me? I'll mix it and I'll make you right in my own time. Me, myself, perfectionist. I can make a beat in 10 minutes, but at the same time, I'm not going to let myself slip up in that 10 minutes.
OCD.
Yeah. Definitely OCD with the shit. I fucking overcomplicate shit too much, but I've came up with a formula inside my own head to make it damn near unnoticeable. You feel me? Like, I've been overcritical on myself so much that I can pump out a masterpiece in 15 minutes and you would never know that I'm tripping about this detail in this 2 seconds that I spent on this one thing right here. You feel me? It's just, I've just refined
obsession.
I've refined my obsession with it to where I'm still efficient.
I can let it, it's like the FDA. You get a certain amount of bug parts in your sugar per year. You feel me? You get a grasshopper leg every now and then, a little ant carcass. But
Jesus Christ.
You feel me? Like, but at the end of the day, we still make sweet tea. And you still gonna go to McDonald's.
Are you really gonna see that termite antenna in there? Like, probably not. You're not gonna taste it either.
You're gonna think in the grand scheme of things, you know, I just made a hit, cause that's what we do. We make hits. Man.
Facts. You feel me? Definitely good to be overcritical in a sense, but at the same time, if that's making you trip up on one song for 3 weeks, hell no. That song should have been out 2 weeks ago.
I can say that we never worked on a song longer than a week, ever. It's not like there might be a song that we do. It's finished that night. We'll come back and we'll be like, we might change this. That's just because, like we said, we obsess over.
Yeah, like 2 revisions max.
Max, dude. It's like it's very rare that we don't finish the song the same night. Very rare.
And that's really my fault because on his end, he's probably like cool with it, and I'm like, dude, no, we need to do this here, and then he'll do that, and then song's done. I'll go to sleep some nights and have a dream of a beat. I produce my sleep, and I'll wake up and make that beat pretty much. So it might not be exact because, you know, dreams are weird. But I'll have a dream about a beat that I made in my sleep and then wake up and make that beat. You feel me? I don't know if that's like something to push toward or whatever, or if that's like a goal, but those beats are usually fire. Those beats are fire though. I literally made this beat called Dream State. It has a beautiful crazy like Beethoven ass sounding intro, and then it dropped in some hard digital shit. Made that beat in my sleep. Made it in real life after that.
Like the thing is I didn't really like when I first started making music, I didn't understand it. I just wanted to be cool, and my thought process was, if Lil Pump can do it, I can do it. But when
that's a fat point.
You feel me?
Like, Lil Pump, dude, if it would have been any year except 2017, he never would have won. He never would have won.
Like I sold my PS4 to get a mic to start recording. Like that's how it all started. It started as a joke, and as it progressed, I met people and I seen their passion, and it made me also have a passion. But when I met him, I felt a sense of jealousy, maybe a little envy, because I never understood, and it kind of threw it out of proportion for me. Like it made me realize there's a whole different level to this shit. You hear what you hear on the radio, and that seems like a whole nother world. That seems it doesn't seem possible. Seems like it's not feasible. But he brings you to the reality of it is possible to achieve that sound with the minimal. Even though he's got a lot and this is great, compared to a $2 million studio, this would be minimal. He lets the passion go through that. He finds ways to make himself the best with what little he has, compared to Metro Boomin, like we were talking about, or to Future, whoever, DJ Khaled, whoever, it doesn't matter. Like, he makes it happen with this, you feel me? So when I seen that, I knew, even if like I didn't know we were gonna be homies, I didn't know we were gonna be partners, nothing. All I said was, yo, my flowers, bro. You're tough. You're really doing something. I'm like, is that your beat? That's insane. Like it blew my mind. You feel me? So before I met him, there wasn't. You feel me? And now there is. You know how they say, and then there was light. That's how it was, dead ass. And then there was.
That's how I felt too, low key, because you know what I'm saying, I worked with artists before Helix, but Helix was like, you know what I'm saying, I was a producer already, because there's a difference between being an engineer, being a beat maker, and being a producer. A producer sees shit. A producer can see the vision and can coach an artist through to that vision. A producer can damn near see the future. He's like a fucking fortune teller. I feel like I'm a producer. The minute I heard Helix on Snapchat, I was like, I need that. I need to tap in with that, because this motherfucker could be something insane if I really, you know what I'm saying? Not even, like, even outside of me. Like, not saying it was my fault that he got better or anything, because he would have went crazy without me. But I seen him outside and need to be involved with him. I need him on my beats. I need to be some type of coach to him.
It was like almost in a way that he had something I needed, and I had something he needed. He needed, like, and whatever that is, we couldn't probably put our finger on it exactly, but
we definitely didn't know at the time.
Yeah, no, we definitely had no clue. He was onto something, and I was onto something, and we both still have great things from back then. Running, Being Will, it's a timeless banger. Appear, timeless banger. Like all these songs that came from that time, there's certain ones that are key, but now we would not be, like, we've both evolved each other,
sculpted each other. I got him singing more. He got me rapping more.
Oh God!
And we're still both doing both.
Like, I brought him into a world that he wasn't familiar with, and he brought me into a world that I had no idea existed. I thought I'd used autotune. I thought I knew. No, I was rapping with autotune. That's a whole different game.
That's a cool time. The autotune hate, dude.
Oh my God, the hate from the autotune is unreal.
Autotune hate?
Because we use autotune, we're not talented.
Why?
First of all, it's like an instrument. If you play trumpet, but then you play an electric trumpet, just because it's an electric trumpet, you're not talented? No, it's still a fucking trumpet.
Motherfuckers who don't know just simply don't know. You can't be a shit ass singer and use autotune and sound good. That's not how it works. You have to learn how to play autotune like a flute, like a piano, like the drums. You have to learn how to get in that. I don't understand how we're almost in 2025 and we still have autotune hate.
Because people are like, man, I don't like this. And like, I even know a couple of good friends of mine that, like, you know, they're fantastic artists, but they can't get behind the digital wave. For me, I was meant for that. I was meant for that. Radio, digital combined. That's what we've done. We've created an industry. Digital is very underground. It's not very popular. Only very few artists can pull it off. Lil Tecca, Don Toliver, Yeet. But we've created a whole new lane.
We're
creating a whole new lane.
Thanks.
Like, you can probably see it. It might be a perspective. We got a whole chart we jotted out with Chicken Scratch about all this shit, bro. Like, it's different. What we're doing, we're now, whenever all these people die that paved this way for us, all the OGs, Eminem, 50 Cent, whoever the OGs are that you want to consider OGs of rap, Eazy-E, whoever it is, when they die, we're the new pioneers. That's us.
So many people hit me up like, dude, I rock with that song so hard. Little less autotune though. Fuck you.
And like, speaking of autotune hate, one of the reasons people even hate on it is because they don't understand that you can't just
They feel like
make a
it's
song.
cheap.
Well, not even that. People think you can make a song and just slap autotune on it, and it should be perfect. But they don't realize you gotta have live monitoring to hear yourself, to key yourself in, because everything has a key. If you're not in the key with the autotune, with the key of the beat, with the key that they match you, then it doesn't make sense.
Which is, a lot of people do slap autotune on after the fact, and even big ones, they'll put like, you know what I'm saying, even with the greatest of singers, Adele has autotune on
like
her
a little
voice.
150.
It's like
maybe a little.
it just
100.
manual correction, you know what I'm
Or
saying,
even that,
a little polish on the top. But when the way we use autotunes, we have it on the mic. We're using it actively. We're making our voice do shit that makes the autotune do what we want. We're not just fucking being lazy and throwing autotune on it. That way we sound better.
No,
That's the misconception that people who don't make music gets misconstrued. Studio etiquette. Do not ash in my floor. Don't ash in my floor. I don't have an ashtray in my studio. I probably should. I don't smoke though, so I didn't think of that. I don't have an ashtray. If you're gonna ash in something, don't ash in my floor. No drinks on the desk. Don't spill shit in the floor if you can help it.
And if you do, hey, tell somebody.
Or clean it up. Like, at least try.
Clean up on
You
aisle
feel me?
7. It's not a problem. It's a problem.
It's a problem, dude. Spill. I mean, it's not a problem unless it gets left and undealt with.
Alright.
More studio etiquette. If you're pulling up for a session and you plan on bringing other people, let me know before I open the door and see 13 people. Because now I feel like I'm getting robbed. I'm not a big dude. I can handle my own, but 5'7", 130-pound me versus 13, 6 foot, 200-something pound people, I'm getting robbed, dude. Just don't make me have questions. If you plan on bringing people, let me know. That's studio etiquette. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You can bring as many people as you want. Just don't be like, okay, I'm pulling up at 7 p.m. and it's really you and the entire block. Third, don't show up and think just because it's the studio that you can get absolutely blasted off any substance of your choice and be passing out instead of actually doing work. You know what I'm saying? This is the studio. You can do whatever substance you like. Whatever puts you in that creative mindset, whatever helps you be you, do it. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I don't care what your choice of entertainment is. Just don't get so blasted that I gotta pick you up off my floor, or that I gotta wake you up off my couch when we're only 3 lines into this one song that you're trying to do. Pay before you leave. If not, when you get here. There's very few and select people that I will let pay me later, and that's because I trust them with my life. Because I've had so many experiences where they're like, okay, I'll give you this much now and I'll give you the rest later, and then they leave and I never hear from them again. What's next? I don't know if we talked about this earlier in the interview, but I have an album dropping January 17th. It's called Up All Night. It's a mixture of some really old songs that I didn't want to drop as singles and some new songs. Soulja Boy bought a beat off me back in like August. Waiting to hear back from that. I'm signed through a production company now that has connections to Empire, Sony, who else? Paramount? Is that one? I don't think so. The production company I was signed with, they have connections to everybody. They have connections to Soulja Boy directly. They have connections to Kendrick directly. Da Baby, Lil Baby. So that's gonna be interesting to see where that plays out. That's just on the beat side. Yeah, I mean we're just working. We're taking it about day by day and whatnot. My artistry's early. I only started rapping 2 years ago. My beats has been the main focus always. I'd be just fine with having a Grammy off of a beat that a song got a Grammy from. You feel me?
Right. It's not out right now. Well, it's out right now. Right now, bro.
By the time this shit come out, it'll probably be out.
Right.
Probably
bro,
be
tell
out.
him, bro. Tell him what's up with it, bro.
It's a banger, you know. Shit's fire. If you ever at the club with the homies and maybe you had too much hendo and you're feeling like crashing out, at least plug Ride in the earbuds.
Just once.
Just once.
It'll be on the playlist.
And it'll help you crash out even harder. The club might burn out. Who knows? The bass slap, the energy's there.
The mix, the best, it might be the best mix ever.
No.
It might be.
It's good. You know what I'm saying? If you've never done a backflip before, you might do one for the first time in your life. If that don't sell you, I don't know what will.
I'm popping them Zans, bitch. I'm bent, won't catch me, make no noise. One bitch on my pants, one bitch on my jeans, she fucking with me. Utopia in my bag, you pop my shit, you be up on me, I'm hard.